When he got back in the car, what happened next?
At that time, he put the other 2 grams of wax on the scale. At the time when he was looking down, Jaylan pulls the gun from the side and points it at Charles Cuti. Charles asks him, what is he doing? Tells him to shut the up.
Who said shut
Jaylan.
All right. And when Jaylan said shut the what was Charles do?
Charles was just looking at him. Pretty sure he was probably in shock.
Okay. And what happens next?
Charles tries to ease up out the car.
When you say ease up out the car, how was he trying to ease up out the car?
The door was partially open the second time that he came in the car.
So was he easing out the same door that he got in?
Yes, sir.
Which way was his body facing as he was easing out the car?
He was facing us.
So that means, so was his back up into the door?
Yes, sir.
All right. They said Charles was trying to ease up out the car, and what is Jaylan doing at the time?
He's pointing the gun at him.
Point the gun at who?
Charles.
All right. And what happens after that?
When I see that Charles is starting to ease up, I try to take the gun from Jaylan.
And how do you try to take the gun from Jaylan?
I grabbed the end of the barrel and I grabbed his wrist.
When you grabbed the end of the barrel and grabbed Jaylan's wrist, what happened next?
The gun goes off.
And at the time that the gun went off, which direction was the gun pointed at?
Towards Charles.
Okay. Were your hands on the gun when the gun went off?
Yes, sir.
Were Jaylan's hands on the gun when the gun went off?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what happened next?
I froze up. I heard Charles say, "You shot me," and I started to see him walk around the car the same way he came the first time, the second time.
Let's stop for a second. So when the gun went off, was Charles still in the car?
No, he was half in, half out.
Okay. Did he eventually get all the way out of the car?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When he got out of the car, what did you do?
I was in shock. I let my hands go from off the gun, and I hear Charles say, "You shot me," and I see him walk around to the front of the car,
To the front of what car?
my car, or the
Okay.
car I was driving, to his red pickup truck, and at that time I see him collapse.